Hello, welcome once again to the How I Made My Iron Man Suit wearable video series. This video we're going to talk about the chest and how I was able to take that off and on, and how it attaches to the shoulders and whatnot. So jumping right in order to put this suit on, I hid the seams following the PEP file, because any seam where the PEP file broke it up, that's pretty much where I made it break up. But underneath the arms is where I put the seams to actually make it wearable. So underneath the arms there's Velcro, and basically this slips on over the shoulders like a set of shoulder pads, and the Velcro attaches on either side, and boom, you're wearing it. Now it does separate from the back, not only from underneath the arms but from behind the shoulders here. But I normally leave that all attached just because it's easier to put it on. But there are quite a few pieces of Velcro in the back on these shoulders here, and there's also some elastic straps with buckles to help kind of hold it all together. Now, let me see here. The actual over the shoulders pieces, these were all separated from the chest on the PEP file, but I attached them all together just to make sure that the only seams were around the back. Excuse me. The shoulder pads, these like pauldrons here, those are attached with elastic straps. There's two on either side, and that just gives that extra flexibility so that I could raise my arms up and move around and not worry about them tearing or falling off or something like that. So that's basically all that is. Some of the little features that I put in here. There are two vents on either like the clavicle areas here, and those were originally designed to have the backs of them opened up, and then I could put some fans in there for cooling, to help cool the chest. Excuse me. But I left them closed because I didn't have the cooling system figured out yet. So, but they do follow the actual design of the suit. I 3D printed those just because they would be easier to make with a 3D printer rather than make them by hand out of the foam. The next is the arc reactor. Now, the arc reactor itself, that's a 3D printed silhouette that's like deep down inside there. I 3D printed that out of some transparent plastic, and on top of that is another piece of that styrene that I used in other parts of the suit, but that has a piece of white semi-transparent paper glued over it to just give it a nice white diffusion. On top of that, what's actually protecting it is a 3-inch magnifying glass, and I use that lens on the outside here just because I like the curvature of it. I think that the distortion it gives around to the other to the inside of the suit there really just looks a lot cooler. I just wanted to have that on there. I could have just did a regular piece of styrene or something and did something flat, but I wanted to go with the magnifying glass just because I think that curvature looks a lot cooler on the suit. Doesn't really do a whole lot for the light, at least I can't tell anything, but I think it just looks cool, and that's a nice it was pretty easy to find a magnifying glass that size that fit right in there, so I would suggest that because it's, like I said, it looks cooler. Now the lights themselves are 4 LED tap lights. Just like I did with the hands, I broke them apart, opened them up, glued them all into a nice triangular pattern so that it looked right in the arc reactor there. And then I extended all the battery lines for it and put the battery packs. There are 4 battery packs on the inside of the suit, and they all take AAA batteries. Probably 95% of the suit uses AAA batteries because I only wanted one type of battery that I would have to carry extras of. Just made life a lot easier, only using one type of battery. The only other battery is in the helmet, and I had extras of those, but didn't really need them because that doesn't use a whole lot of power. Other than that, I think that's pretty much the majority of it. Now, as per some of the other portions of the suit, these portions have metal wire in them to help hold the suit in its shape. So there's some of that going on, but you have to kind of be careful with these, with the chest anyway, because the way you're moving around, you might dig into some of that metal wire. So it's in the shoulder pads here, and I think there's some just on the front here just to help boost it out. And what also is helping that, because the arc reactor actually is buried about 3 inches back into the chest, I have 3-inch foam in different spots around the front and the back to kind of boost it out and give me a nice broad chest when I'm wearing this. And I think it looks great. But that's pretty much it for the chest. I'm going to stop now, flip the mannequin around, and we'll do the back next. So see you then. Thanks.